some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh.
You give me the wind and rain, some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me feels that I... Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Did y'all see something at 8 o'clock? Boom, boom. Both of us right there. Boom, boom. I'm impressed. It was football Sunday yesterday. Did like 6 hours of TikTok live yesterday.
Go Eagles. Let's get it.
And he's on time. You must not have baby girl to drop off this morning.
I don't.
That's
But I went to
it
sleep. I went to sleep at a decent time last night, so I got some good sleep.
Good morning, Stan Grade. Keys, what up, bro? Good morning. Good morning, bro. 5.0. Hey, Paul. Good morning, Paul. How are you? I'm feeling great. I am on day 3 of my 100% vegan diet. I'm giving this another run. If I can make it past 45 days, I can make it. So every Monday, I'm gonna update y'all on y'all gonna be my accountability piece. I can tell you, go back and watch Saturday's live on Reptiles.
I was gonna say, was this due to your Saturday? It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
I think like it was so many things she put in perspective for me, and a lot of the references she gave me to reference has made this time like to kick off. Like I just was like, I'm after the live, I'm like, here we go. So like what was it? Yesterday, for example, I didn't have any coffee Saturday or Sunday. I didn't start my day off with coffee. Sunday, I didn't start it off with anything. I started off with a sip of water. I ate grapes around 11 o'clock, did my workout, came back, ate nothing. And then about 5 o'clock, I ate a full salad with lettuce, onions, radishes, tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers, avocado, and vegan dressing. And pretty much like Slim went out and he bought me everything I'm gonna need for the week for only $60 from the farmer's market. And I'm feeling great. Like I really, really feel good. So I'm just going to take y'all through the journey, tell y'all how it's going for me. One of the immediate signs for me, or things for me that I'm noticing is that when I wake up, I don't know if anyone ever experienced, especially if you smoke weed, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you wake up in the morning and you have it like this weird, it's not even a hunger pain, but like this weird, maybe gassy hunger pain that comes. None of that. Like no stomach issues when I wake up. I don't feel tired at all. Definitely motivated to start my day. So I'm gonna keep y'all posted. So every Monday I'll give y'all an update on where I'm at with this journey. I feel like if I share it with y'all, there's some accountability to stick to it. But yes, shout out to Teeny Vegans. Teeny, that was a really good live. And like I don't always get to go back and watch all the replays of my lives. Like some of them, if I feel like, because, you know, I missed something along the way or something I wanted to get more detail. Because it's like when you're doing this, you're engaged with the chat and all that, or you're engaged with the conversation so much that there's certain things that y'all always see me write, and I'm really writing things down and things I want to go back and watch. With that particular podcast, I watched the whole thing back again. There were so many points that she made that was kind of like eye-opening and like, okay, let me think of it this way. But I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I hope everybody else is too. Hey, Ken, good morning. Be safe driving your daughter. Don D, what's up, bro? You already know. So today's topic is really coming from Dre's live, because it's funny, like when we're watching each other live, like the questions that come up. And then when you're doing these amazing TikTok lives, y'all, if y'all not like checking out some of the animal content on TikTok, you really should be. I'm just going to tell you, Instagram is trash to me when it comes to supporting each other. TikTok is 120% people supporting each other, even with the lives. Like, so, and it's weird because even some of the breeders who are on TikTok, you can see that they actually utilize TikTok more for sales. And I think because Instagram is saturated with people doing the same thing, and TikTok is more of people who also are intrigued in what we do. So I would just encourage others to, if you can find the time to do TikTok lives, if nothing else, you're educating. Some of my best customers are coming from TikTok. I was actually on the phone last night with one of my customers. Well, actually, we was on the phone Shining in, and I was on the phone twice over the weekend. And just like how you just build these relationships, helping people through owning an animal for the first time, their questions, people who are not know-it-alls and who really take in the information and utilize it. Many different people. I learned different things about, like, I got this obsession with the rhino iguana, which I never had before. Dre had his on one day, and it was just the cutest damn thing ever. I think you were feeding it that day. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to talk a little bit about lizards today, but what was cool to me was how, I know he gets bigger, but you can't feed a water monitor that close up. Let's say you can, but you're taking a risk because the way they bite. If you have the water monitor right here and you got the fish right here, if you ever see a water monitor eat, their mouth's bigger than look. They literally like gape the food type of thing. So you don't get that experience with them. It's more like sitting there with them, taking the tongues, waving the fish. If you do that, y'all see my little muscle definition coming in. You don't see it, Dre? Anybody else see it? Because Dre's a hater. All right. Anyway, that's it. Keep an eye on the muscle. I'm gonna update y'all with that muscle every Monday too. But yeah, so like the rhino iguana is just like so cool. So then when we went to Daytona, I stopped at Jeremy Boy's table, and Jeremy he had like the best rhino iguana, but I couldn't take it home because my husband is a realist. He's like, where the hell are you gonna put it? We got to build something for that. It's not like we could just take it home and put it in the little 40 breeder, So he's like, you find space, you get one. So y'all should have seen me coming back from Daytona. And I'm like, I found space. We just got to build for it now. I'm ready.
The funny part about this whole conversation, she swore that she wasn't going to get one. She was like, no, I don't got no room, Jay. I'm not getting one. He cute, but no, I can't get one. I'm not getting one. Well, we hit that Daytona, and she messaged me, guess who's getting a rhino one? I was like, I know. I knew you was going to get one. You need one. This is a you animal. You need this.
You did. You said this is an animal for you.
For
Hi,
sure.
Victory. Hey, KT. Stan the man.
KT, what's going down? What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, so absolutely. I definitely have to have one of those. And when I had handled the one that Jeremy had, like it was, well, of course, Jeremy pretty much, he works a lot with his lizards too. She was so cool. And she actually wanted me to take her. She was in love. So I think I spent that day about an hour at Jeremy Bart's table, just sitting there playing with the Ronald iguana that I never brought home because my husband said no. So, but those of y'all who don't think I do listen, because my husband, he might be quiet, but he's very on point and straightforward. So his no's, whether it's a whisper or shout, means no. But he worked with me.
I mean, well, yeah, we don't care about all that because all of us in the comments, we back Slim, 100%.
Shut up. No, you don't, because every day, one time you remind me I haven't gotten that iguana yet.
You said what? But I knew he would understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you waiting for your rhino. See how quick that worked? Like, come on, now. Come on now.
If that's how you want to swing it. Hashtag Q, what's up, bro? He said I gotta do more lives on TikTok. First one went great, but it was just an egg cutting bit. But see, egg cuttings are like they be popping sometimes. Like that's something that the general public don't get to see. Like, okay, egg cuttings to us, okay, we get to see them. But think about it, we get to see them a lot, and it's still the most exciting thing.
Nicole,
we like to see, Lord.
Go read Ray's comment. I'm surprised you haven't noticed yet. It's towards the bottom.
I didn't even see Ray in here, Lord Jesus. He done said something smart.
it's towards the bottom, but it's funny.
All right, hold on, I can find it.
I don't see how you didn't notice.
Because everything don't pop up until I get down in here.
Yeah, it's that one.
You got it? Okay. Oh, I don't like this ish. Y'all need to switch back to your usual spots, please. LOL. Good morning.
Nicole didn't even notice because she's like, no, Dre, I can't do this.
Normally I don't. But he shocked me. Like, so when I came, I was like, I didn't even know he was in here before me. So yes, normally when I swear to God, I would say, Dre, go out and come back in because I can't get used to it. That is too funny.
What makes me leave?
Ray's an asshole like me.
Would make me leave the podcast and then come back in because she got to be on this side.
So funny. That's definitely hysterical because I definitely normally cannot operate under these conditions, right? So what happens is whoever comes first gets that side.
Well, now it's because she's vegan now, so it changed her whole attitude. You know what I'm saying? So
no, it didn't. No,
I give her props. I give anybody props for doing something I can't do.
Well, so I always know it was something that I can't, because I did it before. I just, I think it was around when we was going to go to Daytona or something like that, because I know I was still doing it around the 4th of July, because I had made my own food for 4th of July to take where we were going. So I did it for 30 days, came off 2 days because I had crabs. Crabs is going to be my weakness. So what I did yesterday with my salad.
You had what? Crabs?
Yeah.
Oh, like the food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she said it's the flavor that you like. It's not the meat. And so a good point that she made was if you didn't have the flavor on the chicken or the crab or whatever you like, you wouldn't eat it. It would just be bland. So what I did with my salad yesterday, I put Old Bay seasoning on it and mixed it up. Oh my God. It felt like the closest I can get to crab, because that's my weakness. It's not meat. I don't eat meat like that. Like, I'm not a meat person. I like fish, but I can't eat fish now. But I mean, I feel great. So I think the most inspiring thing for me is I'm journaling everything. So even when I feel like last night, it was my mind saying I was hungry, but then I said to myself, oh, you really because you really know what hunger feel like. Is it my brain just saying that I normally would snack on a certain bad item at this time? So I talked myself out of it by journaling. But he is correct.
They in the comments acting up. So what I didn't understand what you were saying. I thought you were saying cramps, but you were saying crabs, and I was like, food crabs, because I'm just like, that ain't our business.
Thank God. That's the beauty of not having a womb. The cramp days are over. I didn't have enough cramping in my life for most people. That's why the thing is going.
Oh man.
I know y'all TMI, but y'all my people. Y'all my people.
Y'all know I'm half deaf.
Just preparing for Monday, bro. How you liking Jaga. What is
Georgia.
Jaga?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
You know what?
Georgia.
I'm mad my Midwestern ass do that before you did. You country.
Oh, look. It was the way it was spelled. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, that's Ray's comment again. But yeah, Ray, that's funny. I swear we normally go through that process of going out and coming back in just for it. Karen Shay, I want a rhino also, but with my free range dragon, I'm waiting because I like for my rhino to come out a lot or most of the time also. Yeah, so for me, that's what I love about it. Like, it's a very handleable animal, and you know, Greg takes his out all the time. It's like, go get him, go get him, go get him, you know. And I love the fact that he's just so chill. And the one I held was chill too. But I definitely, you know, want to make sure because I have already where the lizards are, it's full. I mean, we made room, but it's full. We also had ideas, Dre. Slim is going to build the tables like a condo. So one of them going to be at the bottom, and the other one he's going to build the enclosure right on top. So they're going to be stacked, like from ceiling to floor. And so one table is going to be here, and one table is going to be here. So that gives me the whole other side where the other table is now to build the new enclosure for the rhino iguana.
See, y'all thought I didn't influence Nicole.
Oh no, I think it was when the first time that I saw it. You said you had one, but I think it was the first live you did. I'm like, oh my god, what is that? And Dre was sitting there feeding it. It was just the cutest little. It's
well, except Rocky, you over there looking at me right now.
No.
Sweet Joe.
Hey, Morgan, baby girl. My nieces and nephews in check. Who would have think that I would be old enough for someone in their 30s to call me auntie? But
I've been calling you, man.
I'm there. I'm proud of it. You don't call me auntie. You call me sis and some other stuff. But you don't call me.
I mean, but I could call you auntie.
Don't you call me no auntie. I can't be mad at you if you call me. They can call me that. Chris is my nephew. Jossie is my nephew. Morgan is my niece. Cheyenne is now my little daughter. I adopted her.
Man, you about my mama and her siblings' age. You know what I'm saying? So they a little slightly older. You know
I was going to say.
Hey, my mama only 52. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
So these are not lies. I am. These are not
my mama's 52. My daddy's 55. Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
You thought I had some ancient ass parents? I'm only 31.
I keep forgetting you're only 31. Gotta watch them quiet fellas. They always got things planned out months in advance. Absolutely.
Don't you got some grown kids?
I do. I just forget. So sometimes I think, like, even with Michael, when Michael tells somebody their age, it's like I'm like, is he right? Like, you know, Michael's 26. Like, what's that?
Come on now. You know you up there. Don't do that.
It's just I don't feel like it. I don't feel.
I mean,
I feel like
it's good.
Feel like me and you may have went to school together. Seriously, like I don't feel that old. I don't.
You wish it was that special. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
You wish.
Whatever.
But what she really mean to say, y'all, is I act above my age and she likes hanging around me. That's what she mean to say. I'm real mature. I'm real mature.
Credit for maturity. I'll give you credit for a different level of maturity. I'll give you that. Not gonna
I don't like how you said it. I don't like how you said it. I'll give you that.
We got a show me show, Rosestown, Georgia on 450. Oh, he was in Georgia too. I didn't know that. Of November. If y'all up for a ride, Keith. Didn't know he was in Georgia too. The way God has intended, Morgan.
Mm-hmm. God intended for them Washington Commanders to be trash too.
And y'all, just for reference, I'm just gonna plug this right here. God intended for marriage to have conditions. That's all I'm saying. You can love someone unconditionally, but marriage comes with conditions. Okay, just saying. Don't be bad. Don't be hoodwinked and bamboozled to think anything differently.
Mm-hmm.
It is not okay for your wife.
Word of the day.
It's not okay for your wife, not even your girl, to tramp out on you. Okay.
Oh,
Perfect, but it's not okay. That's accepted for what it is. It's called hoeing, not unconditional love. Unconditional love is forgiving your alcoholic problem, your drug problem, helping you through that. But even then, there's a condition in marriage. If that condition is destroying the institution of our home, you have failed as a husband.
Oh, where's my piano?
Just saying.
Well,
I'm so sick of this word. And people are making money off of the bullshit. But I digress. Not only is Dre in the wrong spot, he's not in the same spot. I just woke up. Y'all got me.
We all just woke up. Welcome to the shenanigans.
He said, depending on how long that ride is. Damn, Dre has to double check if them was food or crabs. Who don't start none. The season is what people like, and that's plants. Meat eaters are interesting. So, Ray, I had watched this video because I'm trying to, because one thing for me to keep me motivated to do anything is to educate myself. Oh my God. So one of the things Teeny said is watch the videos of what they got to do to get you the food that you eat, like the meat that you eat. It's not even the killing the food that disgusts me. It was what the animal was going through to get from the point where he was killed to the point where he was slaughtered. It's just nasty, y'all. Just nasty. But I also had to research for me being in full termino, other ways to make sure I got my B12. And I learned that all these years, you think B12 is coming from the food, the meat, and the animal. And it's actually coming from the earth. So if the B12 is coming from the food that the animal's eating, we can bypass the meat anyway. So stuff like that, like I really believe in educating myself to get a better understanding. I can tell you when I did it before, I'll say I feel amazing. I feel amazing right now, 3 days in, and I feel much better waking up in the morning than I would have this time last week. So. All right. The season is what people like, and that's plants. Meat eaters are interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Ray, the hard part is for me, it's not meat. It never was. It's going to be the crabs. So the good thing is right now, crabs, they're in season pretty much all the time here. But my urge to eat them is normally when it's warmer because I like to go out by the water and stuff like that. So it's kind of not like that now. I'm curious to see how resistant I'll be coming into the spring. Although KG said y'all better leave them crabs alone. He was passionate about that. Leave them damn crabs alone. Good morning, Miguel. How are you? I'm happy. I'm so glad I can actually make this live. Always have to watch later. That's all right. But thank you.
You way behind on comments.
I'm coming. You're not. You're supposed to. You should be helping. Yo, yeah, those porterhouse.
I'll be helping
when I head to steakhouse. All right.
Facts. Porterhouse.
Candy.
T-bone.
Candy finally gave in, and Candy is going to be getting a retake over there next week. Finally gave in, but tell her I don't know. Candy got big. She got big ass boas, big carpets, and she's worried about a retake. I think.
You keep a carpet, you can keep a retake. Carpets act very similar, just on a smaller scale.
I love my carpet. I ain't gonna lie. I might get another one. I actually think about, once I'll wait the next couple of years, I might breed them down the line. I love
carpets are dope. Like carpets are like I tell people all the time, what's a larger snake that's active but it doesn't get healed? I'm like, get a carpet. If you don't want nothing as heavy as a boa, carpet is probably one of your only options.
Are y'all talking about my leopard gecko again? So on the live, first of all, it's Michael's gecko. I don't know nothing about geckos. That's his thing. He knows about it. But I promise y'all, that girl only eat crickets, and she only eat probably once a week. And then we'll leave like little shrimp in there, probably on another day of the week. So they kept saying they've never seen a leopard gecko that big. It was so funny. And Orlando has a bunch of geckos. And then with Orlando coming in, I'm thinking Orlando was getting ready to break it down like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I've seen one this big before. Orlando was like, that's a big ass gecko.
You do know there is a giant species of leopard gecko, though,
Yeah,
right?
he talked about that. So apparently, Michael's is a giant, but I guess people don't see them that often.
It's not super common. The last time I seen one in person was actually at Hamburg.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, all right. So before I finish getting through the comments, I do want to go to, before we get into our topic, want to make sure that we do our acknowledgement for Bryant. And this morning, we're going to do another prayer for faith and resilience. And it just says, and it reads, Merciful Lord, I'm weary, so I've come to you now to ask for your help. I've been knocked down before, and this time it feels like I won't be able to get back up. So, Father, I'm in great need of your help. When I'm weak and tired, please be my strength. Please remind me, Father, that I am more than a conqueror when I feel defeated. Fill me with your presence and assist me in getting back on my feet. Restore my faith in you and assist me in trusting your process. Please help me get out of this dark hole I've slipped into. Lord, take my hand in yours and assist me in starting over. Thank you for always being my side. I pray in Jesus' name, whoever you want to insert there, Allah, whomever. Amen. So yeah, shout out to Brian Barchat. Keep pushing, Brian. We love you, and we just hope that you keep seeing this through. You're doing amazing under the circumstances. I've never seen someone do that type of cancer so gracefully. So shout out to Brian Barchat for sure.
Orlando said your gecko is on steroids.
No, Orlando. No, too brute.
She said, no, it's the Dwayne Johnson line of geckos. That's why.
The funny thing is, first of all, shout out to Terrell for breaking down walls. And if y'all ever see videos or pictures of Orlando's home, it's a nice house, okay? But they were missing, and they opened up walls to get it. So for all you people who think that we just let our snakes get loose, no, we knocking out walls and expensive homes. I love it. We're not like just, okay, it's gone. No, you will do what you got to do to find it. So if y'all found a snake outside, most good reptile people went through hell and high water to make sure it did not get outside. For sure. Good morning, Spicy. What's up, bro? All right, let's start. So we were going through, or Dre was live. You did a lot of live yesterday, first of all. You was on fire. I came, I went. You were still there. Just saying.
I was on for 2 hours. That's it.
It was longer than you. Then you came back again later on.
No, I didn't.
Well,
did one live
maybe
yesterday.
it looked like that on TikTok. Maybe because when I came, it made it look like you were still there. But if I clicked on it, it probably, because I saw at 11 something you were still on it.
11 something last night?
Yeah.
No, I was watching the game.
Okay.
I got off at like 8:30.
Okay. Hey, Maki, I was talking about you yesterday. One of my new customers is also from Hawaii. The model girl, Dre, the one that you checked out. So we was watching Dre's live, and it's always like interesting how people see perspectives when it comes to snakes. So someone came in and they were talking about, they have an iguana, but they terrified of snakes. And me and Dre both just start laughing because
right.
Like, man, if you don't own lizards, even a gecko, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I was saying this, the reason why I won't let Michael get multiple geckos is because Michael don't drive. And I can't keep crickets in here. Ain't nobody gonna be going to get crickets. Like, you have to get their food constantly. They need fresh live food constantly. So there's no well, I believe that. I don't believe that they should get like all artificial food. Like I really don't believe that. So I prefer to make sure that they're eating live crickets or with her, she will only eat crickets. She won't eat mealworms. She won't eat roaches. If she ate mealworms or roaches, I would store them. I don't have an issue with them. It's the crickets I have an issue with, but she's bougie. She will only eat crickets. She will look at a roach like, I'm not eating that, and mealworms like, what is that? And she will damn near starve herself to death. We tried. Like, okay, we're going to leave the mealworms in there. She still won't eat them. Let me go get her some crickets. But even the smaller lizards have more detailed care. Like the heat requirements are different. Geckos are a little bit more forgiving. You know, you can have less of a requirement on them. But when you get into iguanas and Asian water monitors, them damn tegus, they're a lot to keep. Like most lizards are a lot to keep. And if you're talking about a bite, I'm afraid of a bite from a snake. Look, you talking about respect. Y'all see my tegus all over my body. You see me with my water monitor. It's big, sitting right here. But when I go in those enclosures, I don't just like how y'all see me do the retic to stick my hand in there. If I can't see Larry, I'm not touching him. If I can't see where he's at, I'm not touching him. I don't touch him unless he's out and I can see him. Same thing with the tegus. If I can't see them, I'm not touching. In fact, Gigi, the one y'all see me with the most, am not even putting her food near her mouth. Now, I can do that with Kobe. Kobe, I can get very close to his mouth. He's so gentle. Gigi is ratchet. Like a bite from a lizard, it's like the magnitude will be so much greater than a bite from a snake. And if you ever watch what they eat, specifically tegus, at least Larry kind of eat his food fresh. But tegus will let their food sometimes get rancid, nasty, before they will even eat it. So those germs is worse than a dog's mouth. So those are some things for me. I would say that if you have if you're saying that I can manage a snake, I mean a lizard, but not a snake, I would encourage you to tell you that your power is greater than you even think it is. Right, Trey? Like,
look, you saw my reply. I was like, yeah, that's backwards as hell. She talking about she had a 6-foot iguana that was chills. Like, have you never seen an iguana in breeding mode? It's 10 times worse than a snake. An iguana, people be like, oh, the snake chased me. An iguana will literally chase you.
Right?
Absolutely not.
Right. Or a tail of my water monitor's tail. I am just as afraid of getting bit by him as I am of the power of their tail. If you ever see a full-grown water monitor utilize its tail to swat anything, it sounds like something literally like something large smacking a window. It is so powerful. And the nails, like, so when I handle my water monitor, like people always say you don't have the scratches. I don't, because I normally put a hoodie on. They can't help when they even hugging you. Those nails are about this damn long. So the nails are sitting on you like this. So handling the snake is smooth. Handling my water monitor, literally, I gotta gear up for that. I gotta literally put something on my arms. And some people don't, but mine's literally, I'm a female, so I don't want the scratches on my arm. Men, it's not no big deal because y'all men, nobody cares about scratches on your arm. But for me, I don't want the scratches on my arm. And it's not intentional, it's just the way that they're built. Those nails are huge. And so even when he hugs me, literally his nails go straight into the hoodie, but it don't reach my skin because he's not trying to scratch me. It's just that he's just holding on. So even something that's holding them is a lot. What would be some other things that you say is a big difference, Dre?
I tell people all the time, a 6-foot snake is completely different than a 6-foot lizard. It's a lot to house a 6-foot lizard. A 6-foot snake is not that hard. Seeing how snakes typically spend a lot of their time in their hide or kind of just coil it up, absorbing the heat. Those lizards, a 6-foot lizard, that's a different ball game. And like you said, the bites, look, this caiman alone has the worst bite out of any other animal that I keep. I'm not trying to mess with that on a regular. So
right.
For the people who are terrified of snakes, but not lizard. I don't understand it. I'm like, you living with the problem. Like lizards are everything that people think snakes are.
And even from a electrical standpoint, if I did not have my lizards, my electric bill would be half the amount that it is. Especially in the wintertime because of where I had them housed. So we have to keep the garage heated and, have their subsequent heat in their individual enclosures. Where all the snakes are on some type of thermostat. And so where the ambient is kept in this house, typically those thermostats are not running. Like the heat is not running because of how we keep the ambient. It just kicks on when it comes below where their individual housing requirement needs are. But those thermostats maintain temperature control much better. Where though my water monitor, I never turn off his basking light because I let him bask as he needs to. So he might go swimming before he basks. Like he don't always go straight to the heat, his hot spot after he eats. So I like for him to have that versatility throughout the day and the night to say, okay, I feel like basking here. And I notice that he basks throughout the day and sometimes during the night, or he'll bask early in the morning, like 2 in the morning or something like that. So I don't want to take that privilege from him. Now the tables, because they normally eat and bask right away, I will shut their shut off at night for 12 hours and then come back on their basking light, and all of their lights shut off. The only thing that doesn't shut off is the overall heating system in the garage that keeps the overall system heated. And then we actually literally just had contractors come in to kind of put them all on their individual poles so we can like just hit switches to control all of that stuff now, and then kind of like put timers on the switches. But even still, because of how those 12 hours of those very strong basking lights really weighs heavy on your electric bill. And that's something that people really have to consider when it comes to snakes versus lizards. Snakes are a whole much less cheaper to keep, in my opinion, than lizards. Let's see. Father Don. Oh, it's like Don's birthday is coming up. Dre be all in my TikTok feed. Yes.
Appreciate all the support. I'll be everywhere. Matter of fact, I have some stuff about. I recorded my first YouTube video that I've recorded in months yesterday, so I actually got to edit that. Damn, I was supposed to edit that yesterday.
Did you ever do the part 2 of Tilly? You would never posted the Tilly one, period.
I didn't go to record Tinley. I didn't record Tinley.
You normally do.
I know. I normally do. Figured they've seen everything this time. But we back with our animal of the week, and I'm holding the microphone like this again.
I can't stand it. Y'all, so Gray got this little furry microphone. And wait a minute, hold on. He be holding it like this. The little furry microphone.
Nicole just be a hater.
She be hating. Damn it.
She be hating, that's all, y'all. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Damn furry microphone getting on my nerves.
Good morning, Angie.
That you're holding it. I'm listening to this without watching it. Why it sound like Rosie Perez is talking? You know what, Miguel? I'm about to block Miguel.
There's people in there agreeing with him. Keys and Don D said they can hear it.
Try super worms, Lady Tiz. Okay, I'll try. A little bougie. But did everybody come? Oh.
So, you know.
Why can't you just put your hand around the thing like this?
Yeah, saying. And like the crazy part is, when I get in my little TikTok bag and I'm making this content, I'm not thinking about what my hands is doing. I'm over here. I'm in my bag. I'm trying to get this information out here. And out of the whole video, each video is at least a minute long because I'm in the creativity beta program so I can get paid. This mofo That's what she comment on. She don't say nothing else, but why you holding the microphone like that? I need you to get a new microphone. I was like, no, the fuck.
Either
Can't
you gotta
have
remove,
nothing.
either you gotta remove the fur or hold it full on.
It's this big. What I need to hold it like that for?
You ain't all right. Then you can hold it like this. Then it's the two
You want me
fingers
to
up
be
there.
like recording live? No,
Oh,
we ain't
there
doing
you
all
go.
that.
There you go.
Nah,
There you go.
we ain't doing all that. So now I told her, I promise, anytime I do one of those posts, I'm gonna hold the mic just like this, just to piss her off.
Keys, two boots.
You know, what's funny is I could clip this bad boy or put the magnet on, but I choose not to. You know what I'm saying? This is just where it's at.
Yeah. Orlando, your black throw is pretty cool too. Keisha. Yeah, I mean, I would never like even with the water monitor, like not let him come in here at all with the snakes out at all. I can let Gigi like be out and know the snake. Like she's not gonna go run towards the snake. She's not gonna do that. Like as long as you keep them from a distance, Gigi's like, all right, you over there, I'm over here. But the water monitor, literally, because he's so massive, he's not afraid of these large snakes. Like he will. Like even when he comes in the room, he goes to the enclosures like, "What's up?" You know, he goes looking at him, and he coming in, walking in there, and my snake's looking at him like, you know, I would never let him out with the retics because I think he would go for it. And in the way that he eats, he would definitely get a good bite to the snake. So even if a retic was able to constrict the water monitor, I'm for sure that he would kill it through his ability to be able to use his mouth so powerfully. So. Yeah, lizards are a beast. Like lizards are next to monkeys to me. Like you got to be. Now the good part though, Drayton, we talked about this a little bit too, is that they're cool though for an animal that you want to bond with. They like dogs. You have to have that relationship. Like if you got a Rottweiler or you got a pit bull, they are amazing. If you have that relationship with them, that's how the lizards are. It's one of the reasons why. Like when I have my lizards out, I do things with them, like walking in the backyard with them, let them walk around the house while I'm cooking breakfast and stuff like that, because those things help them to be like kind of free and they feel a little bit more bonded to you. I just can't let the water monitor out with the snakes, and the water monitor has the ability to go in the baby snake room and literally try to pull those trays open. And so I have to really watch him. The tables are not that interested, like they're not that interested in the baby snakes. Like they know they're there, but they would never try to like get into the enclosures with a water monitor because of his size, you know, and he can climb, you know, straight up on those enclosures to try to pull. I have to really keep an eye on him when he's in the house. Because that would be my worst nightmare. And that's another reason why his enclosure stays live. Because you can't get in my garage, no way, shape, or form. So you know, he's in like we keep his double locks on because my fear is if we don't keep the double locks on, then one day he just decide he want to push it open and then come into the house and I come downstairs and it's a massacre.
You're
that
like,
is one of the fears.
Where the fuck the goddamn milk and cookies?
Right. Oh my dad. That's so
But no, I tell people all the time. They ask me like, what's the difference between having a snake and a lizard? I said, honestly, dealing with the 22 snakes, easy. A lizard to me is like a puppy. You have to keep them busy. You have to interact with them. You got to bond with them because if not, you're going to have an unruly ass puppy, you know, when it's all said and done. So you got to keep them busy. You got to interact with them. I think everything that people try to do with snakes with like the target training and everything like that is what we need to implement more for the lizards, especially more so speaking the larger monitors, the ones who have that high level of intelligence because they're very smart. And I tell people all the time, like when we talk about snakes and retic intelligence and false water cobra intelligence, lizard intelligence, in my opinion, is far more superior. The way that they operate and think through problem solving, and you can see them reacting, you can see them tilt their head to look at the problem, and then tilt it back to figure out how they're going to go about it, and then look again, and then they just put it into action. Versus a snake, you can see it. A snake, you can see it, but it's displayed differently than a lizard. A lizard, I feel like, is more it's a little bit closer to our intelligence because you know to see a lizard want something and then you see them sniff it out and then they're like then they go dig it out and use them they're very very smart. But
even how they
so,
register sound. Like if you like,
mhm.
I know if I'm in, because I sit in Larry's enclosure with him a lot and listen to Bob Marley and chill. When Slim car pulls up, Larry lets me know. I don't hear it, but Larry knows. Like, and he literally like looks towards that part of the wall and like, and then he'll look back at me like, he's home type of thing. And then Slim comes walking through the door. I think that's amazing. And he seems like he can hear it before Slim even park. Like he can hear the car before Slim even park. So Orlando, I'm a fond believer that we should never alter the animal. Like, so I don't believe in clipping bird wings. I don't believe in clipping my lizard's nails. And the reason being is like, if it's a fire, a water monitor needs the length of that nail to support their climbing for the size of their body. And a lot of people don't realize that when you cut them down, you are taking away their support. So like they are heavier lizards. So the reason why God allows their nails to grow that long is that they need that length to use to help them with the traction to their weight. So that's the reason why I won't ever clip his nails. I'd rather just throw in a hoodie, because if God forbid if there is some type of event that my animals have to fend for themselves, I want them to have the best fight that they possibly can, because the reality of it is that all I can do is open doors and windows. I can't help them get away if it's something like a fire, because we got to worry about getting the humans, out. Even with my retics, I shared this before. They are positioned in my house where their enclosures can be rolled as fast as they can be, or the snakes can be pulled as fast as they can be, and they're closer to the front door and the back door. They're closer to the house, the rooms with most windows. So I can open this window, I can open that window, I can open that window and the patio door for them to have a chance to escape. That's the best that I can give them in a short, minute, if that. When you got to get out of the house in the case of a fire. Where lizards are very smart, they will be able to find that exit quicker, but sometimes for them, that exit might require them to have to climb, because that's their first line of defense to get away, is to go high or low. So they get out the middle. A lizard will go high or low to get away from whatever fear they may have, or whatever threat they may have. So that's the only reason why I would never clip their nails, or his nails very specifically. The table nails are not as sharp as or long as the water monitors. They sharp, but they're not as long. But I can still, because of how I can hold the tables, because their body's not as big as Larry's. Like Larry is literally from head to toe, he's my height. So if you take from his head to his tail, if I'm holding Larry, me and him are the same height. It's the craziest thing to see. Maybe I'll do that one day. I'll take a picture of him on me to see, because the size he is now, he is from here and his tail is hitting the ground when he's on me. Opposed to the tables, I can still hold them, like this and stuff like that. Those are a little bit easier. Yeah, so you up there with me. So I was, remember Dre, I was saying that my electric bill is running about $600. We can get it down like right now in October, because we can run less heat. Like we can lower the heat requirements on the garage and stuff like that still. But once November come in, we are well over $700-800 a month for just electric. Yeah. So their lighting is very expensive. So true. I always tell people, if they are worried about how much a lizard costs, and don't get one, because they can't afford the lighting.
I mean, reptiles in general. It's not just I gotta tell people all the time, the initial setup is one thing, but you have to be able to maintain it. And if you buy a snake that gets larger and is gonna outgrow their enclosure, you gotta be able to afford that too.
Yeah.
But lizards, that's a whole different ballgame.
On every level. And I don't, with the tables and the water monitor, like we feed them real food. So you have to actually like have a grocery budget for them, so the cool thing is I love the fish, and Larry loves fish. Larry loves fish. And so we can actually source his food. Whereas the Tagos, even if we give them fish, they still need their fruits, their vegetables, their eggs. My Tagos love eggs. And actually, one of them we don't boil their eggs. They prefer the crack it and get the yolk. Like, it's really cool.
We do raw eggs over here. They ain't gonna have no cooked eggs in a while. They know, and I'm not about to cook some of the nutrients out of it. The Gila monster and this beaded lizard. I'm trying to do an ASMR video of the Gila monster like cracking one of the eggs because it's so interesting to hear and to hear them crunch on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to make sure TikTok won't ban me because TikTok be on that BS.
I think that's the coolest thing is watching them eat, like especially Larry, because that's when his neck, like he extends his neck and you get to see how long his neck really is, and the fact that like. Even though they have their sharp teeth, the water monitor doesn't swallow. I mean, it doesn't chew its food. It literally just takes it. It uses the teeth to get it up and maneuver it, but then it just swallows the food. And then you get to watch his stomach expand. I think it's the best thing about having animals. It's watching all of those processes. Like, I can tell you in almost every instance what one of my animals are doing, thinking, or would do because I'm watching them, even when I'm not present. Like, just watching them on these cameras. And like I said, Larry is hilarious at night. The Tagos be hilarious at night. Like, they be in there having their own little party. You give them like they have like all toys.
They be what at night?
Huh?
They be what at night?
Jay, what you trying to be smart about now?
No,
I said they'd be hilarious at night.
Oh, okay. I was making sure I heard you. Dang.
Those super burns last forever and will save you trips to the store for up to a month. I order mine in the mail though.
I love you, sis.
Whatever. I don't mind. Like I said, I'll feed, but because I feed my tarantula super worms. But I don't know we'll see if she take them.
You try hornworms?
I've tried everything because like I feed hornworms sometimes to the tarantulas. She won't
Yeah, you got some bougie ass animals.
It's just her. And it's not my animal. Because like I told Michael, if it was my animal, I teach my animals, even with my snakes, at some point you will eat or you'll die. So here's your food. I'm going to offer it to you. If you choose to die and not eat because you don't want to rate.
Chloe be over there preparing her rats for her snakes. They be eating skinless grilled rat.
But yeah, I just think
grass-fed, organic, raised rat. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. So that's what I did tell Orlando. I do put, but I put calcium D3 on all of my lizards' food.
Everybody should.
Yeah, and I think that's another reason why she might be a little bit thicker. But I do. I might overuse the calcium.
What's her name? Lizzo?
No, her name is Imani. It means faith in Islam.
Man, Lizzo extra thick. She's thick with a side effect.
I understand human fear of snakes due to the death tolls in Africa, Asia, and South America. According to WHO, 5.4 million snake bites a year, 81 through 137K die. The best counter is education. Yes, and then I shared this before, Miguel, when I was getting my hair braided last summer, and we were on Hair Down, and everybody was pulling out their snakes. Now, you assume that people, and we talked about it too when I had Denzel on, that people in Africa are so used to snakes that they're not fearful of them. But she was like, no, it's totally opposite. Like, we're terrified of them because of the encounters that they had with them. And she shared at that time that her grandfather literally died from killing a king cobra. But then he picked the cobra up, and the dead cobra's head, the fangs still venomated him, and he died. So these are things that we couldn't even imagine that could occur. So you're absolutely right. Definitely in different countries, they see them more often, and there are definitely more of the most venomous ones. So I definitely understand some people's fear in that way. But like you said, education is definitely the most. For sure. Whatever, Keys. You on that side too. Love you too, bro. You ain't drag. You birthday. My monitor comes to my daughter, but not me. I have to pull them out. Funny. I talk about that all the time, Orlando. If I'm in the enclosure, even when I put them on hair down, it was a long time before I can put him on hair down, because if he heard the voices, he'll be like, I ain't messing with them people. Then one, hair down, he actually sat there the entire time and kind of watched the screen. But if I go in my water monitor's enclosure, if he's not out, he's coming right out. If my husband goes in there, he will not come out. Like I tell my husband all the time, when he had to go in there and do something or fix something, he'd be like, do you need to come get him? I'll be like, no, go in there. He ain't gonna come out. He knows you. If Michael goes in there, he will come out. But Michael can't just go grab him like I can. So it's so funny. But I was the first person to handle him, the first person to handle him as a baby and kind of feed him and all that kind of stuff. So even with that, they know, and he knows when I'm coming in, because I got to come through the garage door first. If he hears me come through that first door, even before I get through his door, he will start climbing out. If he's in his pool, he'll come to the side of the pool. Y'all seen that? I've done videos. Like if he's on his outcast, he'll come down the stairs and come right to me. But if somebody else go in there, it will never happen. I mean, not at this time anyway. Maybe later on down in the years, but right now, he will only come to me. He won't even come to my grandkids. When he hear my grandkids, he'll hide. He'll hide. Only me. Team lizards, them lizards is different. Definitely, Candy. Totally different. And I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what kind of lizard it is. It just, the requirements are just much greater than the snake to me. I kind of tried on with Valerian before his ass get too big, bro. Yes. That's the one thing you don't want, is to have to deal with an unbonded lizard. He's going to win every time.
Keeping lizards is ghetto. They all hood as fuck.
Like compared to snakes, though, like they
care.
can be bossy. They can be real bossy. If you want me to stand back, like with snakes, we still go in. If your lizard don't want to be bothered and they look at you like they don't want to be bothered, you be like, all right, peace, I'll be back.
And they go, I don't care how cool you is with that lizard. If they don't want to be bothered, they're going to let you know.
Hell yeah.
They give you that side eye and
yeah,
their neck starts, especially if you wake them up.
Or they'll do that move, that whole little
turn that head and they instantly like, hey, bro, you sucking all that air, man. You gonna get gassy. Chill out.
I'll be back. You good?
I'm convinced all lizards listen to. Telling you, I'm convinced all lizards listen to is like just some hood ass ghetto music. Like they always with it. They listening to some Gucci. Like, they don't care. Some Dolph, Key Glock. That's all they listening to.
Yes. And that's we never think about like what happens if they get the Nikki Irwin. I can't right.
Facts.
I can't. I know you ain't talking.
What you mean?
Nikki Irwin, you definitely Jim Henson, some damn body. Like,
call me somebody.
You got more lizards than I have.
You said what?
How many lizards do you have? You have more. Yes, you got more weird animals than I have.
I have 4 lizards and 1 crocodilian.
But they're weird. They're weird lizards. They're not normal. What you have? You got the beaded, the Gila. How many people have Gilas?
It's not my fault if they live in a whack state that they're illegal.
That's the reason. I just think most people wouldn't want an actual Gila.
I got the beaded. I got the Gila. I got the rhino. I got the monitor for Mike. And then the Cayman.
Right. That's right. So yeah. But how
nothing.
Those coming guys don't get. Is that how you said coming guy? Coming
yeah.
G?
They get about Tegu size.
How do you pronounce it? Coming guy?
Coming guy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. They get about how big?
They get about Tegu size, about 4.5 foot.
Okay, so that's not too bad. It's
the dad of mine is only 5 feet, and Mike said he's getting older. He was like, that's an exception. Mine's a male, so he said because they're Asian water monitors, but they're like a smaller subspecies, so they call them the yellow Asian-headed water monitors. So they don't get as big.
I was going to say because Larry's big,
right.
But Larry, because Larry will get up to about, including his tail, about 6.5 feet, but that should be his max. The thing I think is different between him and the common guy is that his width. You know, the water monitors are huge in that.
Yeah, they a lot more. Yeah, a lot. Yeah,
that's a pretty animal. That's definitely, you
Yeah,
know,
I
Uncle
love
Mike
it.
trying to get me to get one of these forever.
But that's why I
But
wanted to get one from
I
Mike
said,
because I wanted to get one from Mike because I've also seen people who have coming eyes, and as they're progressing and get older, they lose that yellow and it turns white. I don't want that. Mike's stays yellow. So you know, obviously everybody's seen the parents, so I was like, oh yeah, so I had to do it. And then one of my friends actually has his sister, so I talk to her all the time. So we're gonna make some content in the future, which I'm excited for.
that's right, Orlando. Like if you choose not to eat, I will help you now. I will fix you. I'll do all I can. But if you choose not to eat, then you must be choosing to die. That makes no sense to me. Survival of the fittest. For real. A plush snake almost killed me when I tripped over it. I can't boast. That is possible. That is definitely possible. Good morning, my favorite Corinne. Hey, Nene. The lizard is thuggish, ruggish for sure. Yeah, like it's crazy how people we be cracking up and people like, but now the snake. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hey, Luke. Good morning.
Good morning, Luke.
Orlando said, I'm cool with it. Just be ready for him to poop within the first few minutes. So keep him off the furniture. Oh, yeah. Because that, you want to talk about some stinky poop? Jesus. So you don't normally smell your lizard poop because they normally poop like Larry poops in his water. The Tagos normally poop somewhere in their dirt and do what they do. And that isopods and shit eat it up. But when they poop like in the house or somewhere where it's not in like, the smell is horrid. It's horrid. It's absolutely horrid. Like you got to clean it up right away. It's worse than dog smell, honestly. I have never smelled a dog smell worse than a table pooping. And I guess also when you think about, like I said, they eat that rotten ass shit. They let their food rot before they eat it half of the time. That's a problem. Nikki Urban isn't about what you have. It's about how you pour out the love for what you have. Oh, thanks, Ray. I love them. It's like I feel like sometimes I was an animal in another life. Like I cannot watch like even that commercial when the dogs be on there, they be singing "In the Arms of the Angel." That commercial, I cannot stand.
This dog could be yours with just one easy donation of $1.99. Feed 10 dogs today with just 10 cents. You're like, I could have used the money to make this commercial.
It totally defeats the point of the commercial. You're supposed to educate people why they should be adopted and things like that. I can't even get past the song. I'm like, and then they find the saddest looking dogs, like the saddest looking animals for that commercial. I cannot do it. It breaks my heart. I think I was an animal in our other life. I don't think I was a plant or anything like that. I think I was an animal. And that's why I connect with them the way that I do. For real. Although I sent Elias a video, Dre, of DMX the other day trying to get me. So he's shedding. I'm going there and get his shed. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can upload it in here. Because people don't be believing me that he will strike. Because he never, every time I would get him to do it on camera, y'all, he would never do it.
It's the Green Tree Python. They better believe it. I don't care how nice your Green Tree Python is. They have modes.
I tell you, I went in there. All I was trying to do is get his skin. I showed keys to them. I was just trying to get your skin. I gotta find that video. It's funny.
Oh, so you showed everybody but me.
I thought I sent it to you. Hold on. I'm uploading here.
Girl, you look like such an auntie right now. Hold on. How do I do this? Hold on.
Let me turn this one down. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. I can't. Never mind. Because I got to convert it. I'm going to send it to you. All right, let me get this one off. Sorry, y'all. I have to convert it to an MP4 before I can load it up in here. Shit made me jump. What type of animal are you coming back as, Tiz? If I came back as an animal, I definitely think it would be a Rottweiler. I love my Ratty. I love how he has this whole disposition of don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. But if you fuck with me,
look at my comment.
A llama. What? What? Why? Why? Just please explain why.
You see Nicole out here just spitting on people. I don't like to get away. I'm a Gemini.
Keith said a honey badger. Lord Jesus, we need to find out the whys behind these animals.
I'm gonna have to go find one of them like little personality tests where it's like, what animal are you? I'm gonna have to send it to you so we can figure out. It's gonna be something crazy like you're gonna be like a fucking dolphin or some shit.
So I'll say I could post that video on TikTok, but I don't want people to be afraid of a green tree python. I'm gonna send it to you though. It's funny. I thought I did. I definitely thought it was the funniest shit. I sent it to you live because I was like, that was the first person I sent it to. I said, because you always talking about I'm be lying on Larry. I'm going here, I'm innocent and I don't know what. I'm just trying to pull his skin off because he had shed it. And, you know, he had his shed was right next to him on his little pole. So I'm like, hey, it's me. I'm taking a little skin off and everything. So I moved it. I closed this side of the door. It came on the side that was right in front of me. It was like he plowed on me. So he waited until I came on the side right in front of me. And it was like, but I was fast. Like, because I always say I still give him some room. But if I was just a tad bit closer, he would have had me. Wiz was cracking up. Like, you can see where the phone was in my hand. The phone disappeared and everything. I'm like, whoa. Like, man, bro, you won't get me. You will not get me.
That's because green trees, man. It is.
We appreciate everybody coming through. We hope that you have an amazing, amazing week. We hope that you find something in life this week that inspires you to do something different that makes you better. I will, like I said, every Monday update you guys on a journey that I hope to make me better. I can tell you it makes me feel better. But I'm going to try to really go it hard this time. I feel a lot better. I feel more empowered to go the mile. Like I said, even yesterday, missing my crabs, Obey did make my salad make me feel like I had a crab taste. So I'll definitely try to improvise where I can. For me, I'm trying to do total fruits and vegetables for right now. Just until I kind of like really, I feel like if I condition myself to do just that, then I can encourage myself to take it to another level where maybe, you know, I'll like add in other stuff into the diet. Have a very, very blessed day. You too, Ray. Have an amazing day. We know you will. Well,
she got so.
Keep us posted. You got to bring the puppies on here down. We miss you. We miss you, Esteban.
Nicole got so loud, StreamYard muted her just for us.
Oh, did it? I'm sorry.
You were screaming so loud, we couldn't hear nothing.
Oh, Esteban, I'm sorry. That's my compañera. Everybody, yes, have a good one. A good one. I love you all. Peace.
Have a good week.